Women caught taking photos during air raid drill. Taiwan labor warns of job loss over U.S. car tariff talks. Taichung faces major water outage affecting 158,000 homes. French PM's plan to scrap 2 holidays stirs outcry. UK lower voting age to 16. Cambodia makes 1,000 arrests in latest cybercrime crackdown. Meta to spend hundreds of billions on AI data centers. Rare Gandhi oil portrait sells for over $200,000.
Hello, I'm Helen. Thank you for joining us on FUNDAY News. It is Friday, July 18th, Nelson Mandela International Day, and here are your top stories. And for today's Taiwan news, during the Hangguang 41 military drill in Taipei, 2 women were seen taking photos on an overpass during the air raid alert. A video posted online showed them posing and calmly returned to their car. Police are investigating and said fine could reach up to 336,000 NT dollars. The incident drew public criticism. Taiwan Union warned that U.S. car tariff talks could cost 300,000 jobs if zero tariffs on American cars are accepted. Labor reps accused the government of poor communication and unrealistic expectation for workers to switch to tech jobs. At a public hearing, labor leaders urged the government to protect local industries and avoid sacrificing workers in trade talks with the U.S. A waterfall leak in Taichung Tanzi district caused an emergency repair and a 29-hour water outage affecting 158,000 households across 10 areas. Mayor Lu Xiuyan called the unplanned outage serious and said national resilience requires stable supply of utilities, not just military drills. And in global news, French Prime Minister François Bayrou wants to scrap 2 public holidays to help to get France's finances back on track. It's a bold move. The last French leader to try something similar soon found himself out of a job. Bayrou, a longtime debt hog fighting for his political survival, made the headline-grabbing proposal when he outlined a series of deficit reduction measures worth 43.8 billion euros for next year, aimed at lowering France's debt.
Bayrou said, "The entire nation must work more to produce, increase overall activity, and improve France's situation. That's why I propose the removal of 2 public holidays." In 2003, months after a heatwave killed nearly 15,000 people, then Prime Minister Jean-Pierre Raffarin announced a plan to scrap the Pentecost Monday holiday and replace it with a Day of Solidarity. Pitched as civic duty to fund aid for the elderly, disproportionately affected by the heatwave, employees would work for free while employers would also contribute. Rolled out in 2005, the measure was a disaster. Some offices and schools shut, others remained open. Some workers got paid, others didn't. Strikes and protests soon followed.
Britain will lower the voting age from 18 to 16 by the next national election as part of efforts to increase democratic participation. The central-left Labour Party pledged, before being elected in July 2024, to lower the voting age for elections to Britain's Parliament. Scotland and Wales already allow 16 and 17-year-olds to vote in local and regional elections. Britain will join a small group of countries where the voting age is 16, alongside Austria, Brazil, and Ecuador.
We have published today will set out how we will legislate and implement provisions to extend the voter franchise to 16 and 17-year-olds, increase participation in our elections, tackle the inconsistencies in voter ID rules, and protect our democracy by overhauling our political finance rules.
A handful of European Union countries, including Belgium, Germany, and Malta, allow 16-year-olds to vote in European Parliament elections. The move comes amid broader reforms, including tighter campaign finance rules to prevent shell companies with unclear ownership from donating to political parties. The change aims to strengthen safeguards against foreign interference in British politics. There will also be tougher penalties for those convicted of intimidating candidates. Additionally, the government will introduce automatic voter registration and allow bank cards as a valid form of identification at polling stations.
Cambodia on Wednesday said that an order by Prime Minister Han Manet for government bodies to crack down on criminal cybercrime operations being run in the country had resulted in the arrest of more than 1,000 suspects so far this week. He issued the order authorizing state action to maintain and protect security, public order, and social safety. The government has observed that online scams are currently causing threats and insecurity in the world and the region.
In Cambodia, foreign criminal groups have also infiltrated to engage in online scams. The United Nations and other agencies estimate that cyber scams, most of them originating from Southeast Asia, earn international criminal gangs billions of dollars annually. According to statements, more than 1,000 suspects were arrested in raids in at least 5 provinces between Monday and Wednesday. Those detained included more than 200 Vietnamese, 27 Chinese, 75 suspects from Taiwan, and 85 Cambodians in the capital Phnom Penh and the southern city of Sihanoukville. Police also seized equipment, including computers and hundreds of mobile phones.
Meta's founder Mark Zuckerberg has said the social media giant will spend hundreds of billions of dollars on building massive AI data center in the US. The first multi-gigawatt data center, called Prometheus, is expected to come online in 2026. He said one of the sites would cover an area nearly the size of Manhattan. Meta has invested heavily in efforts to develop what it calls superintelligence technology that it said could outthink the smartest humans.
The company, which has made most of its money from online advertising, generated more than $160 billion in revenue in 2024. Zuckerberg said Meta was building several multi-gigawatt clusters, and that one cluster, called Hyperion, could scale up to 5 gigawatts over several years. He added, "We're building multiple more Titan clusters as well. Just one of these covers a significant part of the footprint of Manhattan." Meta shares were trading 1% higher following the announcement. The stock has risen more than 20% so far this year. There are at least 10,000 data centers around the world hosting the cloud, remote servers that store digital information, with most of them located in the US, followed by the UK and Germany.
A real oil portrait of India independence leader Mahatma Gandhi was sold at auction in London for £152,800. The figure far exceeded the roughly £50,000 estimate given by auction house Bonhams. The painting was created in 1931 by British artist Claire Linton during Gandhi's visit to London. It is believed to be the only oil portrait Gandhi has ever set for. Gandhi led a non-violent resistance movement against British rule in India, and his teachings have inspired millions.
Most Indians revere him as the father of the nation. The portrait was made when Gandhi went to London in 1931 for the Second Round Table Conference, held to discuss constitutional reforms for India and address its demands for self-governance. According to Bonhams, Claire Leighton was one of the very few artists admitted to his office and was given the opportunity to sit with him on multiple occasions to sketch and paint his likeness. The work remained in the artist's collection until her death in 1989 in the US, after which it was passed down through her family. Bonhams did not say who bought the painting, and it's not clear whether it will be put on display.
The answer for yesterday was B, bankable. The new director is very bankable. Investors are confident his film will make money. Did you answer correctly? Now let's delve into today's news. Cambodia makes 1,000 arrests in latest crackdown on cybercrime. Number 1. Infiltrate. 潜入,渗透. The spies infiltrated the enemy base without being detected. Number 2. Suspect. 嫌疑人. The police arrest several suspects in connection with the robbery. Number 3. Detain. 拘留,扣押. The authorities detain the suspects for questionings. Next, we have a multiple choice question for everyone to practice. Which answer would you choose? You can write your answer in the comment section. The correct answer will be announced next week. Nelson Mandela International Day is celebrated every July 18th to honor the birthday of a man whose action transformed the 20th century. The day isn't just about remembering Mandela's achievements. It's a call to action for everyone to inspire change and improve the world. The special day was established by the United Nations in 2009, recognizing Mandela's significant contributions to promoting peace and freedom. And that's all for today's FUNDAY News. Be sure to tune into FUNDAY News from Monday to Friday and click the link below to join FUNDAY for free. I'm Helen, your host. I'll see you next time.